What's going on, my friends? Welcome back to the RAFscents YouTube channel, and as always, I'm super happy to have you with me. We're going to talk about something today that can be pretty frustrating for some people, but I find it a little bit rewarding myself, and that is purchasing fragrances that are discontinued. I don't know if this happened to you. It's definitely happened to me. I'll watch a reviewer, an influencer, and they're going over some fragrances that sound really awesome, really good, and I'm like, I've got to have that in my collection. I go to look for them, and they're really hard to find, or they're really freaking expensive, you know? That's probably because those fragrances are not in production anymore by these companies. They've been discontinued, but they are still amazing nonetheless. And so to me, I feel like I've got like that diamond in the rough, and it's just kind of one of those gems in my collection that I can just kind of show off and be proud of. So today, I'm going to bring you 5 really good discontinued fragrances that if you ever find them, you need to pull the trigger on. So this is going to be fun. Let's get going. So first up on our list from the house of John Varvatos is a discontinued fragrance. It's been out of production for a couple of years. It is Dark Rebel. Now this is not to be confused with Dark Rebel Rider, which is still in production and still being sold. But this is one of the dirtiest bad boy fragrances that I've ever come across. And I really do mean that. Some of the prominent notes in here are rum, tobacco, leather, castoreum, fir resin, and akigala wood. Pretty much I say that this smells like one of those rebellious Harley Davidson riders that you don't want any of your daughters to ride off with. This is exactly what it smells like, a dirty leather jacket. Now, I have not seen this for sale in a long time on any of the discount websites, so you have to keep your eyes open pretty wide for this type of fragrance, for this particular fragrance to come around. But it lasts about 6 to 7 hours, is perfect for fall and winter time, and will really leave you smelling edgy. I promise you that. Next on our list, we have a fragrance that just recently got discontinued and made me cry because this is one of my favorite blue fragrances from the house of Bulgari. It is Aqua Atlantiqve, and oh my word, this made me incredibly sad. I just made a video about a week and a half ago about fragrances that I like better than Bleu de Chanel, and this is one of the ones. It's got some citrusy notes, some water and sea notes, some apple, some amber undertones that just makes this a really good, deep, aquatic scent that is a blue fragrance, good for any time of the year. Now the performance on this is also stellar. We're talking about 8 hours of longevity. So if you ever run into this, I definitely recommend that you pick this up. I just went on some of the discount websites. I didn't see this one for sale. I think I may have saw it on Fragrance Net, and it was somewhere around $100. It may be worth it, if I'm being honest, because this one is great. So Bvlgari Aqua Atlantiqve, may you forever rest in peace. You are in my heart. I love you, but there it is. All right, next up is a fragrance from the house of Paco Rabanne in the 1 million line, a line that I really struggle to like sometimes. Some of them are really good, like 1 Million Lucky. Some of them just really miss, like the 1 Million Parfum. But this one is my favorite from the line. I was sad to see it go. 1 Million Prive. And this is just freaking phenomenal in my opinion. It's resinous, it's deep, it's almost got this gourmand feel. But it's got some cinnamon, some mandarin orange, some tobacco, some benzoin, and a little bit of patchouli and tonka bean in there as well. It's a powerhouse for the fall and winter time. When you spray this on, you're going to get about 7 to 8 hours of longevity off of this, and the projection is really, really nice. Now, of all of the fragrances that I've listed in this discontinued video, this is probably going to be one of the easier ones to find. And I say that with a grain of salt because I haven't looked at it today, but I did see this on a couple of the websites as of about 2 or 3 weeks ago, looking at about $75 to $100, depending on where you shop. But it is a really, really nice fragrance. If you're a fan of the 1 million line and you don't have this one in your collection, it's definitely worth picking up, and I think it is very blind buy worthy. So 1 Million Prive, check it out. Moving on to number 4, we're gonna jump back into the house of John Varvatos and get on a fragrance that I've actually not really seen many reviewers cover, and that is John Varvatos Platinum Edition. Now, I came across this fragrance on the off chance. I walked into this random fragrance outlet store one day. I saw this sitting on the shelf and I just felt like buying something, so I bought it. Not knowing what to expect, not knowing what it smelled like, and I gotta say, I was very pleased with this scent. It's got notes like cinnamon. You see, I love that note. Some blood orange. It's got some incense, some amber, some sandalwood. It's a really good spicy, woody fragrance, but not overpowering in the spice department. Now, here's the thing. The performance is absolute garbage on this one. I get 4 hours on a good day of performance with this one, and its projection is right. It's really good for about the first hour, and I guess, you know, that's the first 25% of its life, so maybe it's doing all right. But after that, it just really dies down and just becomes a skin scent from there. So would I recommend getting this? Only if you find it for cheap. That's it. But I really enjoy the scent profile on here. It smells really nice. It smells gentlemanly. It smells fresh and aromatic, but still a little bit deep and woody at the same time. So John Varvatos Platinum Edition, make up your own minds on it. Coming up on number 5 on our list is actually one of my favorite fragrances of all time. I talked about it in a video a couple weeks ago. It's from the house of Thierry Mugler. It is Amen Pure Malt, and oh my God, guys, it is absolutely amazing. I would happily pay $250 for this bottle if I ever saw it on sale again. It is a beautiful, sweet fragrance on the top, but then dries off into some woody notes with a little bit of whiskey in there. Almost smells like cherry tobacco, although cherry is not actually one of the official notes in here. But it gets about 8 hours of longevity. Now, the thing about this bottle is that the atomizer absolutely sucks. The trigger on this atomizer is absolute garbage. But it's well worth it for the juice that's inside the bottle. You can usually only find this in places like eBay. I've not seen any discount websites carry this in a couple of years, and I promise you I've been looking. But Amen Pure Malt is one of the hidden gems of that house, and if you ever get a chance, I recommend you purchase this fragrance. It's blind buy worthy. I just can't stop singing its praises enough. I'm gonna shut up or I'm gonna end up rambling. Amen Pure Malt. That's it. And there we have it, my friends. 5 really good discontinued fragrances I absolutely love. And discontinued fragrances, I'm saying, look into them because they're not being made anymore. Maybe they'll come back in some way, shape, or form down the road, but I think they're worth having. They're great talking points and wonderful additions to your collection. So thank you so much for watching. As always, be sure to like and subscribe. Check the description below, find my other social media channels, and give me follow and likes and all of that stuff on there. Can't wait to see you next time. Y'all be good.